So what I would say is his window's closed. He's almost making it a game. So go ahead and bump, like put a little energy on that snap for a second, just to give him a little bump to say, hey, I'm talking to you. Now, keep telling him what to do. Keep telling, yep. So now you went straight back to the real loud. We want to make sure that we give him the best deal. Yep, and then, yep, there. Now he's thinking about it. Give him a tiny bump, but don't change the other effort. Yep. Oh. There we go. Yep, you're right. Yep. Don't quit him now, as now would be the worst time to quit. Oh. Give him a little bump with the rope. Yep, and then don't quit with, yep. Yep, he's thinking about it now. Okay, yep, and stop. Now that was hard for him. That was a good boy. Okay, so let me explain it to him a little more clearly, and then back. Thank you. So see how my energy is way over here? I'm going to bump him to say, don't zone out. Yep. You're right. Don't zone out. Yep. So I'm going to step in only because I don't have enough rope to... Yep. Yep. You're right. Good. Yep. Good. So I'm going to give him a break for a second. I'm going to let him lick and chew on that. Keep going. Don't quit now. You're not going to roll. Tell his tail to go away. Tell his tail to go away a little bit more. Good. Again, I'm going to tell his nose to go that way. Yep. You got it. Oh, why'd you quit? Don't second guess yourself, love. You had it. Yep, try that again. Yep, you're right, go. You got it, follow. Good. You did good. Yeah, you did. Uh-huh. Okay, back. Thank you. Yep, you got it now. Yep, don't second guess yourself. There you go. That was great. So he's a little unconfident about whether or not he should follow through with what he thinks. Because he's pretty sure what I want. He thinks about it, he starts to attempt it, and then he second guesses himself. So he's not thinking about anything right now. He's looking over there, watching that other horse. So I'm just going to say, hey, yeah, you should be thinking about me. There you go. You're right. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to tell him to go the other way now. So the other way is new. I'm going to say, how about you go that way now? Sometimes one way is easier than the other. I'm going to say, hey, focus on me a little bit. Yep. Follow through. Nope. I'm going to tell him to go to help him. Yep. Funny. There you go. You had it. Come on, don't give up. Come on. Hey, wake up. I'm even going to help him a little bit here. Good. Okay, back. 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 Just did this. You got it. Yep. Follow it. Yep. Good job. Okay. Yep. But since it's so hard for him, I can't be that particular. So I'm going to go ahead and show him what I want him to do. No, you don't blast through energy. No. Here. 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 Good. Now, follow your nose. Follow your nose. Yep. 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 No. Follow your nose. Yep. Go. Good job. It's okay. Here. Yep. Good. Far enough. Follow your nose. Follow your nose. Honey. Follow your nose. Good job. Here. Follow your nose. Good job. Turn his tail. Good. So, do you want to give that a try or you want to play on the comb? Okay. So he's very unconfident, but not unconfident like this fellow here. He's unconfident. He's unconfident and he's shut down. So that's why he stays completely like zoned out, or he goes to try and then he quits. But he actually gets the right thought and then he quits. So you want to make sure that we're going to try to stay less loud and give him time to think through it, and then encourage him when he does start to think. Because what's happening is he's thinking, he's pretty sure he knows he's right, but it's like he's afraid to do it wrong. So he's just shutting down. I know. Okay. Give him some kind of go cue so he knows what to do with his feet. Now, if he comes right to you, it's because of where you're pointing. There you go. Yep. Yep. Oh, he thought about it. Yep, he's thinking about it now. He's just so unsure whether or not he should follow what he thinks. Go ahead, Sonny, you got this. He's thinking about it. Come on, buddy. Go boy. Go boy, you're right, you're right. Come on, buddy. Go boy, you got it. You got it. You can do that. Yep. Come on, buddy. You got it. So without changing your support, reach over and just guide his nose in the direction you want his nose to go. Yep. Yep. As soon as he follows, I want all your energy to stop. It's okay, son. Go ahead and guide his nose again. See if he'll follow his nose. Yep. 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 Almost. There you go. Okay. That's okay. It's okay. So he might back up next time because that's where we released. Oh, and that's because where we released, because he only really actually backed up. But you're on time. Okay. He's unconfident, and he's really very shut down. And the other thing that happens with him is that he's very explosive with his energy. So he's two versions of the unconfidence, but right now he's in a shutdown mode. I've seen both versions. So what's happening is he's staying very internal, and he's just kind of like stuck inside. So go ahead and yep, go ahead and ask him to see if we can't kind of help guide him a little bit and see if we can't get the message there a little more clearly. Yep, yep. Yep, gotta make sure he knows he's supposed to do something else with his feet. So we're gonna ask him to go. So we're gonna, yep, yep. Yep, we're gonna try to stay focused at the shoulder. Yep, good. I know, I knew he was gonna. That's okay. It's okay. Let me just help him real quick. Where are you going? Huh? You're gone in there. What's the matter? Yep. Yep. Wake up. Back. Ah, get out of my space. Don't climb on top of me. Back. 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 Good. 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 Keep going. Good. It's alright, I dropped it on you. Keep going. Good. Good. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do, good job, good job, is I'm going to have you take him back to the cone, and I'm going to have you try to get him next to the cone. So let's say the cone's right here, and I'm going to have you just get him to where you tell him to go that way with the cone in front of him and ask him to yield around the cone. Good. Good job. Good. So we're just going to try to get you guys to where he understands that for you. And we're going to try to keep him a little present because he's a little absent in a choosing to not be with us today. So I'm going to go ahead and ask him again. So I want you to point back, and we're just going to ask him to turn his nose, his neck, and we're going to put our energy on his shoulder, wake him up a little bit and say, no, don't change your mind. Wake up. I know. I'm going to help him. Say, no, that was the wrong way. No, it was the wrong way. No? Yep. You're right. Go. Go. So I'm going to even say you can go in there and help guide his nose in the direction that you want, but do it in, if you notice, the reaction he had with me was more because it bumping him and he was having a reaction. I wasn't actually like really poking on him. So just make sure that you don't turn it into a slap to guide his nose. But first try to do it from a distance. And then we'll get you guys. Okay. Yes. Okay. Alright. Come here, Chance. Play with Chance. Okay, so you've had time to play with your cone? Hi. You gonna talk to me? You gonna talk to me? Huh? You're a pretty guy. You are. Okay, so we're gonna see where you're at with asking him to try to go around one of those cones.
Oh, I haven't tried that yet.
Okay, let's see your backup. Oh, I don't care. I just want to see it. So I don't. Good boy. It's alright, because you backed up, so he followed you, which is very natural for them to do. Okay, now stop. Stop. Good. Now, see how lightly you can do that. So do it first as just a suggestion, and then give him a little lean forward, but it's like a kind of lean, and stop. So, was there a difference in your energy? Where the first time was very loud, and then the second time was very quiet. So he's telling you he doesn't need you to yell at him. Okay? So go ahead and try to ask him with half the volume that you started. Yep. Yep. Now take the volume up, especially if he leans forward. Yep. Now you can take the volume up even more. Yep. And stop. Good. Nice lick and chew. Good job. Okay, we can do one more. Yep, he's thinking about it. Yep, now get a little bit louder. Get a little bit louder. Yep, yep, keep getting louder now. Yep, and stop. Good. He's like, who signed this? I call this the guest book. Okay, so if you were to ask him to go left or right, you would point at Sunny, or you would point at that blue jump standard. You wouldn't point where you think, over there or over there, because that doesn't make as much sense to the horse, and it'll actually bring him to you. So you would point, say, back to that blue jump standard if you wanted him to go that way, or even Sunny or the white jump standard behind Sunny. So let's ask him to go that way, only because if he does need to move his feet. So he gave you a little bit of feedback there, and I'm going to explain what it was. So he's an unconfident guy also. He's unconfident. So what the feedback you got was when you first started swinging, he was like, well, that wasn't necessary. Like, so to him, he's saying you're loud. So we want to see how quiet we can ask him to do something. Can I just borrow him for a quick second? I know. And then when he got moving, his feet got kind of quick. So the adrenaline goes right to their feet. So I'm going to tell him by pointing at that well where I want him to go.